Structure of monocot and dicot leaf. Dicot leaves are called as dorsiventral leaf, which have basic design like this, you know that, which is having midrib, and from that veins arise, and this kind of venation is called reticulate venation. While isobilateral leaf, or you can say that monocotyledonous leaf, they have parallel venation. When we cut this leaf, that means TS of the leaf ऐसे cut करेंगे, then what is the structure which we are going to observe under the microscope? That thing we are going to study it here. The content which is written inside the book is very much similar to the content which is depicted here in the diagram. First of all, we can see here the upper surface is called adaxial surface, while lower side is called abaxial. अब ऊपर की ओर जो सबसे outermost layer होगी, that would be called as adaxial epidermis, while on the lower side it would be called as abaxial epidermis. Stomata are abundant on this abaxial surface because they have to resist the excessive water loss during the summers or during the windy or the stormy days. That's why stomata are abundant on the abaxial epidermis, while on the adaxial surface, adaxial epidermis, it might be absent or present in meager amount, very much least amount, or it might be absent also. Epidermis is having one layer which is resistant to water or waxy coating is there. That coating is called cuticle. Leaves have. Below the epidermis, there is a specific photosynthetic cells that is called as a palisade mesophyll, which have chloroplast in abundance to perform the task of photosynthesis. Followed by palisade mesophyll, there are the certain you can say rounded shaped structured mesophyll cells which are also photosynthetic in nature, but they have large air spaces, you can say air cavity. That's why these are called spongy mesophyll cells. Followed by, as it has air cavity, so it allows the pathway for the entry or the exit of the gaseous molecules, basically O2 and CO2 in the plant. On the lower surface, we can just see stomata is found. Stoma is the opening, and the cells which we can see on the side, these are the guard cells. Substomatal cavity, that means the cavity from where the gaseous exchange will occur. This is a substomatal cavity. If we come to the vascular bundle, there is a one sheath of, you can say, photosynthetic parenchymatous cells which surround the vascular bundle, and inside which xylem and phloem are present. So you can just see that vascular bundle which is having xylem and phloem. These are just present here. So we have just got to know about that. And where the vascular bundles are observed, it can be observed near the vein area and the midrib area, which are the specific area for the conduction of water and food, water through xylem and food through phloem. Now we are coming to the next category, that is the isobilateral leaf or the monocotyledonous leaf. What are the specific things? Let us see that in the monocotyledonous leaf. In monocotyledonous seed, if you will see, the same thing is there. Upper epidermis is adaxial epidermis. You can see so many things are common here. Upper is the adaxial epidermis, lower is the abaxial epidermis. Opening is the stoma. Then you can see mesophyll cells are just scattered throughout the leaf cells. We cannot found here specific cells like that spongy or the palisade mesophyll. Rather, these are the specific same kind of mesophyll which are having abundant chloroplast in order to perform the task of photosynthesis. Here we can see bundle sheath layer is lacking, and this is the main identification of monocotyledonous leaf. Like you can just see that vascular bundle is here present here, and it is having xylem and phloem. And you can see while in dicot leaf it was just surrounded inside the bundle sheath. So we cannot see that here it is differentiated, rather it is present as a patch on the whole leaf. And in here also you can just see that in isobilateral leaf the stomata are present on the both surface of the epidermis. In this मोनोकॉट लीफ में आपको इक्वल अमाउंट ऑफ स्टोमेटा अपर सर्फेस और लोअर सर्फेस दोनों में दिख जाएगा, और मेसोफिल यहाँ पे डिफ्रेंशिएट नहीं होती है. स्पेसिफिक सेल्स बोलीफॉर्म सेल्स, इसको याद कर लीजिएगा दैट इट विल बी आस्क्ड दैट व्हाई grasses get curls during the adverse condition or water stress condition. It is due to the presence of specific epidermal cells on the adaxial surface, which is called bulliform cells. What happens in this case? In grasses, certain adaxial epidermal cells along with the veins modify themselves into large empty colorless cells. They will lose all the nutrient or moisture from that. These are called bulliform cells. When the bulliform cells in the leaves have absorbed water and turgid the leaf surface exposed, जब वो फिर से वाटर एब्जॉर्ब कर लेते हैं तो लीफ सरफेस ओपन हो जाती है. बट जैसे ही वाटर स्ट्रेस होगा दे विल लूज द वाटर एंड दे विल बिकम फ्लैसिड और लीफ कर्ल हो जाएगी या मुड़ जाएगी. आपने बहुत से प्लांट में फिनोमेना देखा होगा कि लीफ कर्ल हो जाती है और फिर से ओपन हो जाती है. दैट कंडीशन इज देयर. Secondary growth. This is the very much important topic. This I will send you in the next lecture. So read out this secondary growth. How does the secondary growth occurs? We will get its lecture later on.